Yes, scoop! Just got the double, baby.
Alright, it's April 22nd. It's the first day of second season here in Wisconsin. We're heading out to go see if we can get on some birds. We had our guide, Nate Franke, getting some intel for us again. He's been driving around the last few nights looking for turkeys, and we're gonna head to my uncle's. He said the last 3 nights he saw a bird 2 nights on the field there and 1 night crossing the road close to that same spot. So he said if we see it, we're gonna know it's him because he's got about an 8-inch beard, and he said it doesn't really hang down. It kind of sticks straight out of him and then starts dropping down. So Alex and Timmy are out together. Alex had an incident this morning. He thinks he didn't put the second shell in his gun up in the tube all the way, and I think it must have had that flap sitting up a little bit, and he had Tom come in, and when he pulled the trigger the gun didn't go off, and so he said he thinks that had to be the reason because he couldn't think of anything else. It's a brand new gun and we shot it before and didn't have any issues either. So hopefully tonight's the night that one of us gets it done. If just one bird comes in, which is what's most likely going to happen, if we do see him, Kyli's going to be the one up to bat. And, hopefully it'll work out because then I can get the new Matthews out tomorrow and start hunting with that. Otherwise I'm going to be hunting with Kyli, and I'll take the shotgun along then in case a couple come in. But we're going to get set up. It's pretty windy, but that's been the case this whole spring. So we might be kind of blocked by a hill here too. We'll see what happens. So we drove past our uncle's here to check it out first, and the field that we were going to sit on, there was nothing out there, but we drove around to the backside to check out his other fields, and that Tom's out there, and I'm colorblind, so I can't see the heads on the other ones and tell what they are, but there's 4 other birds out there, and Nate thinks 3 of them have red heads, so probably 3 jakes and the Tom and a hen. So what we got here is a drainage ditch in between 2 fields here that has some trees and brush in it that we think we can stay covered. Sneaking up that way, we can even drop down in it if we have to, and so we're gonna just take that drainage ditch up closer and then try to come up with a game plan on what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna try reaping or not. Ideally we don't want to do that. We want to try to call in some birds right now, try to wait till the end of the year for doing some reaping, but we're gonna get moving here and see if we can come up with a plan here. If not, if we end up spooking these birds for some reason, we can always still hop in somewhere else by my grandpa's or something, or we can just drive around and try to find a bird.
Okay. You can see him strutting there.
Alright, well, we went after those birds and not sure how, but they did end up spotting us. Just trying to get to where we wanted to look at them a little closer. So they spooked off. We decided to change locations then. So we actually came to a spot with kind of a big bowl in it with the hills because it's really windy out right now. We figured that they might want to get out of the wind, and this would be a good spot for them. Well, up on top of the hill it was just whipping like crazy, but once we got down into this bottom, it's actually really calmed down here. So hopefully it'll work out, and they'll come out here and eat a little bit on the field and work into the decoys. Echoes really nice in there.
2 times. Who's taking left? Who's taking right? That one's got a big beard. Just let us know when you're shooting. I'll let you know, I guess. There's a bunch of them. They're coming in. Yeah, they're gonna come right in. Just get your head up to the gun already. You guys, they're coming right. Oh my god, dude. Look at them all. Nate, you gotta let me know when you're on. I'm on this whole time. Focus. I'm on this whole time. Make sure you're focused on them. Yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm good. I am good. Okay. No, nothing. Turn on your lights. Left one. Yeah, scope! Get the camera over here. Holy cow! Oh! Get the camera over, Nate. Oh, we just got the double, baby. Did you see them just? Oh, they were just sprinting. I'm glad he stopped. Holy! Yes, double, baby.
Are you honest or are you zoomed out?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Kylie, that was awesome. Was that not exciting?
Look at those stupid birds.
Holy cow.
Dude, mine must have had a really good pattern too. Did you see mine smack the head there?
Dude. Oh, that's unbelievable.
These were the only 2 times. These are the ones I saw out on the field over there.
Dude, they came running in, all of them.
Oh, that is so
Every
cool.
single turkey came running.
Dude, what a year this has been, huh?
Holy cow. Oh.
Kylie, is that fun?
Yeah.
Oh
know
man,
if you meant
I
that.
just
When you meant take the left one, I didn't know if you
That
meant like
is
that.
sweet.
Always
No,
left
just
one, and then
whatever
I
the
realized
left
you
one
wanted
was.
to double up, and I was like, oh.
I was getting close to pulling that trigger as he was going away because he wasn't going too fast, and then he stopped. I'm like, oh yes,
There's like
that
10 of
was
them.
perfect.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Random weird stuff. We weren't supposed to be here tonight. And where did we end up? We ended up here because we spooked the other
Oh.
turkey, and
No.
That's
I
awesome.
have to carry stuff.
Kylie's got to carry
Is mine
stuff now.
alive still, or is that?
No, it's just nerves.
Nerves.
Should we get up there?
Yeah. Nice boys. That is awesome. Let's shoot, you guys.
This is a perfect setup.
I am just a guide this year. Kylie's, I thought, is one that.
Not mine, the left one.
I thought Kylie's dropped. Just dead right away. Did the backflip. That one's got a paintbrush on. It didn't take long at all either.
What did I say? I'm gonna leave this camera lens here because I know I'm gonna want it. So that'll mean good luck that we're gonna get one.
Do you have it with you?
It's in the truck.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I got the DSLR. I just got the big
Oh.
one, so we have to take pictures from a long ways away. That's all. Which actually makes better pictures a lot of times.
Because we got a perfect sunset over here. Crest of the hill. That was just unreal.
Dude, I love doubles.
I know, I was just about to eat some fruities, and then next thing you know, Nick, oh, they're coming. I'm like, darn, I can't eat my fruities now.
Dude, they saw those decoys and like,
Even the hens, too, came running
The
in.
hens started coming and they're like, well, the hens are going that way.
Yeah.
We'll run these off. They're not getting these hens. There's a lot of hens.
What kind of spurs do we got on them?
So, here.
Oh, little baby one. Black. Black.
You wanna?
Nice fluffy.
I'll run up there and show you how we were set up.
You guys already sent in the chat.
So, when we came down here, like I said, we wanted to get down here to get out of the wind. Because it's all blocked here. We're down in this little bottom. It's creek bottom and that big hill there. And then when we got down here, I looked up here, and why I wanted to go set up there is because we got a little bit of brush in front of us. And we're in the dark shadows, and then behind us we got all those pine trees, so we had a really good backdrop. And these turkeys come from the side. I guarantee they didn't have a clue that we were there.
Oh, no.
We got up there and we set up, and we were just thinking that we were just talking about how this was pretty much like the perfect setup where if you could have this everywhere you go, that's how we'd set up. So me and Kyli will quick run up there, and Nate can stay here and you can see what it looked like from where we were sitting. There's no way they would have saw us up there.
Guaranteed not. Yeah, there's no way they saw us at all.
Huh?
There's no way they saw us.
No, it's perfect. We probably blend right in here.
Yeah,
From there, so we had all these trees covering us too coming in.
exactly.
There's no way they were gonna. So the only thing that would have been is if they came right here.
That wasn't very likely at all. So that's where we were sitting. Turkeys came from up in that corner. Came sprinting down, and here they lie.
All right, it's April 22nd today. It's the first day of second season. Nate had been seeing some turkeys out by my uncle's the last 3 nights, so initially that's where we head out to go set up. And when we got there, the turkey wasn't in the field where Nate had been seeing it. It was on the backside on a different field, and we went up along a drainage ditch, and we were just going to try to get closer and assess the situation and then figure out what we wanted to do to get on that bird. And along that process we ended up spooking him off the field. So we rolled the dice. We weren't sure what we wanted to do, and I was telling Kyli it was her choice what she wanted to do, and she couldn't decide. So what it came down to is we wanted to figure out a spot where we'd be out of the wind because it's so windy out tonight, and came down to rock, paper, scissors. It was if I won rock, paper, scissors, we were coming here, and if she won, we were going to stay where we were and hope that the birds would come back out, or we could figure out a way to get on them. And I won, and so we came over here. we were sitting here, not long really.
No, we were maybe 10 minutes.
20 minutes maybe, and through one of these little pine trees, I just had one tiny hole in it. And I looked up over on the hill here, and I just saw kind of this white thing bobbing around over there. So I pulled up my binoculars and looked at it, and I could see the head of it, one of these toms, and his tail fan. And I tried calling once, and he turned around and he went back to where I couldn't see him over the hill. So I told Nate that I figured it was one of two things. There's been some hunting around here, so I thought maybe he'd been called to a little bit and was a little call shy, or I told him that maybe there were hens in the woods behind him, and he came out onto the field to start strutting for a little bit, and then went back in by his hens and was going to follow them out. And a couple minutes later, hens came out on the field, and they started coming towards us. And these two toms, pretty much as soon as they cleared that hill, they saw these decoys and came running right in. And did a little beat up on the Jake here. This fan was already split a little, and I just wedged it in there, but they knocked that off in the process. And told Kyli to just take the left one when she had a good shot on it, and she shot the left one, and mine ran just a little ways and stopped and made it a double. So doesn't get much better than that. Hopefully Alex, Timmy, and Phil can all get a bird here yet second season, and then on to third season. But it's been a crazy year. Haven't seen a lot of birds, and somehow we're just stacking them up like crazy. I think this is 8 birds now. I think 7 on film. So it's been a good year. Hopefully it keeps going. Weather's getting nicer every day besides the wind. So I think we'll start seeing more birds and more locations starting to spread out more and stuff. So
Nice job.
thanks.
Sweet spot, I'm feeling good. The sun is shining, I knew it would. The world's a playground, I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. it's going down.